Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a series that I'm starting called Road to Funded, and hopefully throughout this series I'm going to be trying to get funded £1,000,000 by the end of this year for my forex trading. So let's hop onto the charts and we can see what opportunities we had today. Today is Monday the 2nd of June 2025. It's my birthday in I think 7 days. So we're here on Aussie. I trade mainly Australian dollar. Occasionally I'll switch over to New Zealand dollar because it's very similar in the way it moves, and if it's a bit choppy here I'll switch over to that. Let's just mark out the levels on the daily. I trade mainly the 4H 15 minute, just pure price action. We've got a daily level here, highlight. That's the high, and then we got another one here. That was the previous higher low, sorry. This is the previous higher high, and we can just take this one out for now, really. Alright, we did have one opportunity this morning, but I woke up to play Fudger, fell asleep, and I've just missed it. So it is what it is. You're gonna miss a lot. So if you are new to trading, get used to it. I have managed to get funded before, but you know, a shitty choppy period like this came up, and I don't know what happened. So we're starting from scratch, and this time I'm documenting it not only to provide information and knowledge to you guys, but to kind of keep myself in check as well, because I know people are watching. So yeah, I show you the trade that I did miss and I was looking at. It was here. It was a beautiful, you know, break and retest. Simple price broke above, broke back down, retested the level right here. Boom, 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 boom. Right, could have been an easy 1 to 4 out there, but you know, I am expecting price to come back and retest this level. So hopefully we'll get another trade into here, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, and you know, aiming for the highs, aiming for new highs up here on the 4H. So that's going to be my plan for this week, and I'll keep you updated when I enter this trade. Alright, so it's now the next day. It's Tuesday the 3rd of June, and we can see price has done exactly what we wanted it to do. It's come back into this 4H level. This level is the previous higher high before we made the new high, which is over here. Right, if we scale down, you know, one thing I don't really like, to be honest, is price has closed very, very bearish into this level. Normally I'm allowed to just take a buy once I get a bullish enough close, but to be honest, I'm not really feeling it. So I'm gonna play it a bit safe. I'm gonna be a bit more conservative, and I'm just gonna wait for this current 4H candle to close bullish, because there is a chance that price could, you know, create the top wick and just flip and close bearish. Similarly on New Zealand daily, it's closed above, made a new high, and now for the 4H it's come back down to create structure, break, retest, high, 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 low. Simple. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait on this, and hopefully I'll see you guys back in 4 hours. And what we can expect if we scale down is, you know, something like this, new structure to be created, and hopefully, you know, I can take a trade long into this level. So something along like that, or maybe it could even create a double bottom, could create something like this. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Okay, so it's now been 4 hours, and the 4-hour candle has finally closed. It has closed above bullish. I wish it closed a bit stronger, but it'll do. For now, what we're going to be waiting for is, I want price to push higher, make a new high, and then either retest this level for a break and retest to push up further, and we can take our entry there, like so, like that. Or we could wait for price to come even further, if, you know, if price does do this, and create a double bottom, and that would also, you know, be favorable. I would honestly prefer this. It would give us a better risk to reward ratio, and I feel more comfortable putting my stop loss below here, the 4H level. And again, it's the same, but that's the plan right now. Of course, price could, you know, still just flip and go down, because we do have this crazy bearish push, and there's a lot of bears in the market. Price has rejected once, twice, 3 times, and now this is the 4th time. It did break out here, but again, you know, it's broken back in and it's retested, and it it's continuing to show that bearish momentum. So yeah, that's our plan for right now. Need a break, a retest, make a new high on the lower time frame, which is the 15-minute. That's the time frame that we're going to enter on. Either a break or retest, or a break new high, and then come back for a double bottom, and then we can obviously take another buy. If price does break below this level, if price does, on the 4H closes below here, again, I would need a strong red candle like this, and I would need a retest on the 15-minute. Right, I'll need a retest on the 15-minute. I'd want something like this. Boom, boom. Something like that. Obviously, we'll wait until that happens, and I'll keep you updated. Alright, cool. Now it's the next day. It's Wednesday, 4th of June. I couldn't show you guys how I got into this trade because I was at the barber's getting a trim. I did take this on my phone, and we did get in a little bit later than I wanted to. I got in up here. Ideally, I really wanted to get in, around here, maybe even here, for like a 6 pip stop loss. And if we did, we would already been, I think, 4% up. But it is what it is. We are still in this trade. I did set my break even, stops to break even when it hit this 1-to-1 level, and I'm just holding out until price makes that new high. And I could even actually get another entry once this 4H does close above here. I'm going to expect a retest of this level here, and that could be the potentially new higher, or the previous higher high before a new high is made, right? So something like this. And yeah, I'll keep you updated if I do enter. I'll let you know, and of course if it does end up hitting TP or goes down to break even, I'll also let you guys know. Alright, so it's now the next day. It's 5th of June. It's Thursday, I believe. Yeah, it's Thursday. And a lot has happened. So price did end up tapping this out at break even. To be honest with you, I don't really know why I put it at break even. It's not really my plan to set my stop loss to break even in a trade like that. The only time I can is, let's say I entered at a 4H level, then I can, because I wouldn't really expect price to come back. It should just fly up. But I'll explain everything that's happened. So essentially, price came back down. We entered over here, around here. Price came back down. It hit us out here at break even, and it broke structure. Price broke structure like that, right? I don't know why, but right, I didn't take into consideration that there was a 4H level right here. Right, at the time, I kind of took it off, and I was focusing solely on the 15-minute structure. So I, put my levels here. I'm like, okay, price has, again, broken structure. It's broken down. Now it's gone back up. It's created new structure. Now I'm waiting for a retest. I'll wait for the retest, and then I've got this nice engulfing candle, and it's closed bullish. So I did what was in my plan, and this was a valid trade. So I'm not upset that I took it, because it's, I'm supposed to take something like this. It's a textbook trade. Price came back down, and boom, it did get me out. So we are down 1%. This could have definitely been avoided if I just stuck to my original idea, which was the 4H level here. We want price to break above, close, and then we take the trade. Something exactly like that did play out, but it happened before the 4H could close. You can see on the 15-minute, right, price is broken above, and it has retested. The only issue I had with this was, at the time of this, 4H hadn't closed. It's 9:15, 4H closes at 10. So the 4H candle closed here. So I couldn't take this trade here, here, or here, because the 4H closed and the new 4H was opened, and I would expect a bottom wick to be created before it goes up. I then just marked out my levels on the 15. We can see prices breaking highs, making new highs, right? And we've got this beautiful retest, and I'm currently in this trade for 5 pips, and I think I'm around 1 to 1.5% in profit at the moment. Thankfully, I did put a safe stop loss, 5 pips in, like around here, 5 pips, and thankfully spreads are also not that bad. Otherwise, we would have got wicked out right there. But again, we're aiming for the highs, and I'm gonna hold this trade. No moving stops to break even. We're just gonna let this one. I'll let you know what happens. If it does hit SL, it'll hit SL. If it does go up to TP, I'll also keep you updated with that. Alright, we're back. Price has hit our TP. It came all the way up into this level that we had, the previous high, and price has, you know, it's wicked off it very strongly on the 4H. It's showing a lot of bearish momentum. Thankfully, we did get out at 5%, and I can just show you that here. Here that is, and here is the trade. Cool. That was the previous 1% loss that we took earlier. But as you can see, this is a proper ACG account with alpha capitals 50k. So we are 4% up because this is a 1 to 5, 1% risk, 5 are minus the 1% we lost this morning. We're up 4% on the account. So I'd say it's a pretty successful week, and I will catch you for part 2.